4, 3, 2, 1 is my placing in the class of crossbred breeding gilts, and sir, it's power-driven, maternal-made Ford that elevates herself to class-winning status. Evaluate her off to the side, and she's the combination gilt that's stout about her foot and bone, carrying that density up into her skull, reads to be engulfed in a heavy, yet expressive muscle pattern down her top. She's pulled apart between her blades and carries that width out back through her hip. As I step off of her and evaluate her in terms of balance, she excels in terms of the silhouette that she brings to the table, in terms of being proportional about her body lines and elevated through her front 1/3. And hey, I'll listen to the argument that as I shift my perspective onto 3, she's probably a nickel more powerful as you evaluate her in terms of stoutness of feature and heaviness and expression of muscle. However, with this added power, she sacrifices that look and design component that's so instilled in my eventual class winner. She sits lower on the top side of her shoulder, gets tighter through her spine, and rounder out of her hip. With barely a thought, I'll set those criticisms aside as I work into my intermediate decision, as she rises to the top in terms of power. She's the wider-based one in her upper and lower body skeleton. She's bolder about her center body, and reads to be more powerful in terms of the muscle definition that she brings to the table. And as I shift my eyes in this individual pair onto 2, I'll note that she offers some quality in terms of structural correctness. If you evaluate her at her hook and pin set, and when she gets off and on the whip, she's long and extended and athletic about her stride. However, past that, she just didn't enamor me in terms of anything quite powerful or unique enough to break into my eventual top pair, settling her at 3rd. In the blink of an eye, I'll set those criticisms aside as I work into my concluding decision as she rises to the top in terms of balance. She sits up higher on the top side of her shoulder, reads to be leveler down her top and out of her hip, plant square from the ground up. And finally, as I step back and evaluate the thin belted gilt, I'll note that, she offers some quality in terms of athleticism when she's placed on the whip. However, past that, narrow-based, light-muscled, frail-featured one goes bottom.